As told in this 50k special video of my story, this video has a giveaway of 3 Siddhi GS free seats, and there is a 50% sale that is going on Siddhi's GS course. So watch the video till the end, subscribe to my channel, like, share and comment on this video within the first 1 hour to be eligible for the giveaway. Now let's get started. Look, your CGL Tier 1 of 2026 could be somewhere around 3rd week of September, which means you have a short time frame of around 60 to 65 days. And trust me, even if you catch hold of mathematics at this particular point of time, you can still be in the race. Most of us at this point of time are in the score range of at around 25 to 30 or around 35 in mathematics. And the expected score in maths, especially with respect to sectional timer at this particular point of time, is around 40 plus. So in this video, we will exactly talk about how to take our scores from 25 to 30 to 40 plus in the next 60 to 65 days. And for this purpose, I would like to categorize the aspirants into 2 different categories. First category, those aspirants who did not complete the syllabus yet. You still have 5, 6, 4 chapters that are yet pending. You did not touch those chapters. Second category, those aspirants who finished 60 to 65% of all the chapters. So these are the 2 categories, and in this video I will address both the categories, but let us start with those aspirants who did not complete the syllabus. If you have not completed the syllabus, don't get into panic mode. You can still complete it, you can still stand in the race. You have around 60 days for your preparation, 60-65 days. So in the first 10 days, your first and foremost objective is identify those chapters that you are not yet done with and complete those chapters. And to help you do this, in Siddhi's VOD Arithmetic and Advanced Math course, we have completed all the chapters in less than 10 to 12 hours per chapter. So you can pick up any course and complete the syllabus and keep a target of at max 15 days to complete all your incomplete portions. And once this is done, all of us are at the same page, that is, we are done with around 60 to 70% of all the chapters. And that is where we push our preparation to the second stage, that is the final stage. This is a stage where most of us face 2 different problems. First problem, when we start writing a test and we sit in front of a test, we see a question and we feel like, I know this question but I'm not able to solve the question. The same question, we will be able to solve it if it is not the exam. Once we submit it, we will be able to handle it, but in the exam, we know the question but we can't solve the question. This is one most common and major problem. Second thing is, we don't know what to revise. What is the priority order? Which chapter to revise first? Which chapter later? These are the 2 major problems that we face in the revision. So in the next part of the video, we will talk about these 2 problems. First problem, that is, I know the question but I can't solve it. The reason why this happens is, we revise mathematics with the help of a book. All we do is, we pick up a particular book or we pick up a PDF, we take the questions and we start solving the questions one by one. Question number 1, we check the answer. 2, we check the answer. 3, we check the answer. We revise it from a book. Trust me, no matter how many number of times you revise your mathematics like this, the problem will still continue. The reason is, the answer of the question is right in front of you. The pressure of the examination, pressure of a test is not acting on your brain. That is why you can solve the question in peace. But in the examination hall, you have a timer running and you have a pressure. In that pressure moment, your neural pathways should be ready enough that they can recollect the questions. And how do you build those neural pathways? How do you get it? Simple. In the second stage of revision, harbor your revision based on revision from tests. Write as many tests as possible. You write chapter-wise tests, model-wise tests, mixed sectional tests. Write as many tests as possible, and in every test that you write, identify wrong questions and unanswered questions. Hereafter, you have one non-negotiable activity that I really want you guys to do. That is, pick up a book, call it Book of Mistakes, and in that book, you make a note of all those identified wrong and unanswered questions. From today or whenever you are pushing yourself into second gear of your revision, till 10 to 12 days before your exam, Maintain this notes, write every wrong question in that book chapter wise. If you can organize it, wonderful. Write every wrong question in that book, and you keep revising that book regularly. And whenever you see a wrong or unanswered question, cross check the question with your core theory notes. See if your notes has that model or not. If that model is missing, update it in your theory notes, but maintain your book of mistakes. If you can change this gear to test based revision and write a book of mistakes and keep revising it, trust me, you will not say, I know this question but I cannot solve it. All you will say is, I know this question and I am gonna solve it. Now the next problem, what is the revision priority order? And for revision priority order, we are going to rely on the numbers of 2025. The reason is simple. I've gone through GD papers of 2026 also, and those papers are also exactly in the similar patterns and trends of 2025. So 2026 trends are same as 2025. So we are relying on 2025 papers. And to help you come up with a revision pattern, we have counted all the questions of mathematics of all shifts chapter wise. And there I made a very interesting observation. Let me show that. See, these are 8 shifts of maths papers, and in these 8 shifts of maths papers, identify the number of arithmetic questions. 17, 18 and certain sets it is 13. So in 8 out of the 46 shifts of CGL that was conducted in 2025, weightage of arithmetic was higher. But in all the other shifts, you take a look at the questions, number of questions that are given in the advanced math. All these stages, advanced maths questions are much higher. There are shifts where 20 questions, 19, 20, 19, 19, 19, 20, 19, 16. So this is the weightage of advanced maths that was there in majority of the papers. This is the first observation. So advanced math is extremely important. Do not ignore advanced math. That's the first suggestion. So all in all, in 2025, nearly 60% of the question paper was in advanced math and around 40% was in arithmetic. So lesson for 2026 is, first thing, advanced math is important than arithmetic. But does this mean you solve the entire advanced math first and then go to arithmetic? The answer is no. You should not do that. You have to come up with a priority order for revision and plan your revision accordingly. How do we come up with the priority order? Simple. Let us go back to the numbers. So in these, shift wise we have counted the number of questions asked for the chapters, for each of the chapters of arithmetic, and then for each of the chapters of advanced math, we have counted the number of questions. And there are certain chapters in advanced math, similarly there are certain chapters of arithmetic where the number of questions asked in all the shifts is higher. And based on these numbers, I have categorized the entire syllabus into 3 categories. Category 1 is code red, second is yellow, and third is green. I'll stand aside and I'll talk to you. You can take a screenshot of this. First category is code red, where you will have more than 60% of your question paper, 60 to 65% of your question paper will be from the chapters of code red. And your code yellow, you'll have around 20 to 25% of your questions. Around 25% definitely you'll have from code yellow. And finally from code green, you'll have around 15% of your syllabus. So plan your revision accordingly. Give highest priority to code red, then yellow, then green, and make sure you revise according to this plan. The plan for the next 60 to 65 days, which will definitely work, is if you have any of the syllabus or subject gaps, complete those subject gaps in the first 10 to 15 days. Then you switch your gears and switch to test-based preparation. And in this phase, prepare your book of mistakes. And when you have around 10 to 12 days before the exam, sit with your book of mistakes and prepare your final revision notes. This revision notes will contain all those models where you are weak at. This is a curated notes exclusively for you. And in the last 7 days or 8 days for the exam, if you can revise this final notes at least 7 to 8 times along with your core theory notes that you have prepared, trust me, that is more than enough for you to score 40 plus in mathematics. And this will definitely work. Now is the time for surprise. To execute this entire plan flawlessly, you don't need videos, you don't need courses, you don't need notes. But what you need are a set of tests that will help you to understand yourselves. And exactly for this purpose, at Siddhi, we are coming up with a free initiative called Maths Arena. This Maths Arena has 3 tests per chapter, and each of those tests are categorized into easy, medium, and hard for each of these chapters. This Maths Arena has been created in such a manner that once you complete all these tests, you will understand which chapters are you weak, which chapters are you stronger, so that you can improvise in those chapters, and then you can start exactly playing with mathematics. And how do you utilize this? It's simple. You have to register in the app, and in store you have a category called as SSC free. Once you click on SSC free category, you have Maths Arena Play with Mathematics. This is a free course, and this will remain free until the completion of CGL Tier 1 2026. So all you need to do is simply enroll, buy it now, and then you start writing the tests. So download Siddhi app, enroll in Maths Arena, write the tests, analyze yourselves, and then execute this plan. All the best. Siddhi to Sadhiddham.